I was born in 1999. By that time, people in Belarus had already been protesting Lukashenko for 5 years. I never lived in Belarus without Lukashenko. My name is Volya. I'm a young activist raised by the revolution of 2020 in Belarus, when the whole world was following the mass, peaceful protests in white, red, white colors and believed the last dictator of Europe to be defeated. Recently, you've probably heard about Belarus supporting Russia in the war in Ukraine. Lukashenko provided Putin with the territory to launch the invasion and missiles. But this is the external image of the dictatorship. The real image of the country is unstoppable repressions. The peaceful protests around the country were answered by torture and killings by law enforcement, by hundreds of criminal cases, by thousands of people illegally detained. In 2020, I observed the after-protest trials in Belarus. It was the moment when I faced the total injustice. Instead of the real perpetrators in balaclavas, the innocent people were put on the trial. Together with a team, we started identifying the state actors involved into the political persecution of Belarusians. We worked to hold them accountable for their crimes. In May 2021, my friend and colleague, Sofia Sapega, was arrested after the Belarusian authorities committed the Air Piracy Act and forcefully landed the Ryanair plane in Minsk. After that, we learned that there was a spy in our team. He leaked to the state security agencies the data about the whole team, as well as about everyone who sent us information. Hundreds of people were arrested for a desire for justice in Belarus. Exposing the crimes of the regime of Lukashenko made me a criminal in my home country. Recently, I was labeled as a terrorist by the Belarusian KGB and sentenced to 12 years of imprisonment in absentia. And my story is a lucky one, because I'm meeting the revenge of the dictator outside the country. And thousands of people were not as lucky. As of today, 1,492 people are political prisoners in Belarus. Thousands more are put under a politically motivated criminal persecution. People who didn't commit any crimes just disappear and die in custody. And these are not just numbers. These are people, their lives, and their stories. Today, waking up in the morning in Belarus, people can't be sure they will return home in the evening. Dozens of them will be detained. For protesting against the falsification of the election results, for protesting against torture, for uniting to provide help to those in need, for volunteering, for donations, for being lawyers, for standing for a healthy environment, for being journalists, for protesting against the war in Ukraine, or wearing the clothes of blue, yellow, or white, red, white colors, as blue, yellow goes for free Ukraine, white, red, white goes for free Belarus, or for speaking the Belarusian language, or promoting the Belarusian history. And this is what you can see about Belarus in the international news daily. In reality, the Belarusians are constantly volunteering to defend Ukraine, because this fight for Ukraine is also a fight for a free Belarus and the whole world. This war is the war with authoritarianism, and so that to exist, we have no option to lose. Being silent about repressions is to allow dictators to continue. Ignoring the local injustice leads to the breakdown of the international peace and security. Because Lukashenko remained in power, Putin has the access to the strategic territory. Evil grows in silence. In 2020 in Belarus, I felt the freedom in the air, as the whole streets were filled with free, smiling, courage, and united Belarusians. Today, in exile, I investigate the crimes of the regime and promote solidarity with political prisoners in Belarus. I dream of a day when I will return to my really free Belarus, without torture or political persecution. To Belarus, where human rights is a value and Belarusians are freely speaking the Belarusian language. Help me to shine a light on the atrocities happening to the Belarusians, to promote accountability for the regime of Lukashenko, and to free all political prisoners. Let's stand in solidarity with Belarus. Живе Беларусь! Long live Belarus!